Peter Bernstein, Senior Editor, TMCnet.com, and I am here just off the show floor of ITEXPO in Las Vegas, and I have the delight of talking to Stephen Johnson, who's the president of InGate. InGate has been, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And thanks for stopping by. InGate's been running a educational session
Yes, we
on SIP trunking
Yes.
and UC and all that other good stuff for the last couple of days. What have you heard, and what are people telling you, and what do they want?
Okay. Well, I think that one of the things that I heard about SIP trunking, and I didn't make this quote up, and it's somebody that was speaking at our trade show, our seminars, who said that SIP trunking is no longer a nicety; it's a necessity. And we heard from AT&T at our seminars that AT&T is planning to move most of their TDM customers to SIP trunking within the next 6-7 years. So we know now that SIP trunking is real. It's no longer a technology.
Were we worried?
No, we weren't worried, but we're always waiting for that crossing the chasm moment when we know that everybody is really set up and ready to take in SIP trunking and to use it to the benefits that it provides. And so from the seminar participants that we were talking to, that's really where they are. The resellers are looking for partners like InGate and others of our partners that participated with us in the seminars to help them bring SIP trunking to their customers. SIP trunking is going from sort of the small business, mid-sized business, and up into large organizations. And everybody is gaining the benefits that SIP trunking provides, which is cost savings, disaster recovery improvements, the ability to have call processing and control in one location and local numbers around the country. It's an extremely powerful technological and communications migration, and we're seeing people do it every day, and our business is growing, and as others are as well.
So I can't let you leave without a quick comment about a subject that's near and dear to everybody who's in our industry, which is security. Right. And the value of the SBC for preventing toll fraud, which for those who may not be aware, actually dollar-wise is twice the amount of missed opportunity, I'll say, of credit card fraud
Yes.
in the United States. It's a huge issue for anybody who's running a telecommunication system of any kind.
Yes.
And the SBC has this ridiculous value proposition.
Right. The SBC, which InGate manufactures, we call it the InGate Separator.
Like the name.
Thank you. The InGate Separator is designed with multiple functions. In fact, some people describe it as a Swiss Army knife of capabilities that we can bring to bear on bringing SIP trunking into an organization. One of those is definitely security. And you're right, there are companies who have installed PBXs on public IP addresses. They don't take the appropriate precautions to change passwords and the credentials to get into the device, and as a result, people who are malicious on the internet have found ways to exploit that and to actually use those services to their own benefit without paying for them. And so that toll fraud piece is definitely something that the SBC prevents, and it's something that we truly encourage all of the people who are installing SIP trunking to consider as a major or critical element of their design and implementation. There are a lot of other things that the Separator does to prevent other forms of security breaches and intrusion prevention, deep packet inspection, and the like, which you have to consider it as very analogous to a firewall in the data world, but this is specific to SIP, and frankly it does far more than a typical firewall would do in terms of routing, security, and fixing up protocols between service providers and PBXs.
So we're in a win-win situation, really, when you go to SIP trunking and you install an SBC, right, which is the Swiss Army knife aspect really does come in, which is I'm getting a lot of bang for my buck in terms of features and functionality that improve workflows and productivity at the same and reduce costs for trunking reasons, obviously, and I'm getting a security benefit on top.
Absolutely, Peter. That is absolutely true. The SBC has a great return on investment. Preventing one of those things from happening just pays for itself over and over and over again. So our customers are very happy. It's, we are reasonably priced. I'm not trying to tell people that we're not. We are reasonably priced against our competition. I think we're reasonably priced. And we have very many very happy customers that understand the benefits that they've achieved by picking InGate as their SBC.
Well, Stephen, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure, obviously.
It's always my pleasure.
And for those of you who are thinking about getting on the SIP bandwagon, obviously InGate's a name that you need to know.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.